Fucking down with the Enclave, bitch. Okay, he's got some kind of like ghost mask on. Okay. Oh. Sorry, Adam's kind of he killed you there, bro. His fucking face, like covered in dust. In a sense, that's also like a solid use of imagery as well. I mean, if you kind of like, if you really are gonna like English literature, this bitch, then basically one of the things you could like say about this game is obviously the way, what's it called? The way in which like the characters slowly become more deformed in the face is in a sense showing that they kind of wearing a mask, that they aren't actually truly the people that came in beginning to be, if that makes sense. They become a lot more corrupt. Obviously, their masks and scars on their face kind of resembles the fact of how they're changed as human beings altogether, or just simply change as soldiers altogether. There's a lot of different kind of things you can kind of take into mind when it comes down to this. So I don't know. I'm basically trying to be all clever. Okay. I think I. Boop. Oh, he's not. Oh, okay. Decided to give up on that turret, did you? Boop. Boop. The old guy's dead again. You guys didn't really get to hear the audio on the heavy guys, I have to admit. Like, oh. Oh, okay. I wouldn't be standing there with my head poking over the wall like that, I have to admit.
Fuck you! Just shoot me! I'm standing right here! Come on! Shoot me, goddammit! Fucking shoot me!
This is your last chance, Walker. Surrender, or my men will cut you down.
Don't you dare! Well, fuck you then! I didn't come this far to surrender!
It's the only way inside that tower.
The fuck's sake! Give it up! The mission's over! We failed!
Not while I'm still breathing!
Fine! Then keep breathing! Run, motherfucker!
Run, motherfucker! Ah, go! Da-dum, dum, da-da-dum. So basically, as you can see, that Adam's now actually kind of sacrificed himself to help him move across. But yeah, like, as you can sort of tell, though, what's the name? Adams has kind of pretty much given up on life. He's sort of become the monster in which Walker's kind of pushed him to become, and yeah.
But you knew it would end this way. Your friends dead. The world on fire. And you alone. You're a failure. Finally, something we have in common.
We are very close to the end now, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an emotional ride of me talking absolute bullshit for an entire Let's Play. And here we are. This is like what, like 10 minutes off the final? Oh, no. Come on, I was gonna say, really kind of freaked me out for a sec there, crikey. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting towards pretty much the final stretch of our game. There isn't even much of a stretch, to be fair, more like a 100-meter sprint. Meet him upstairs. Chapter 15. Welcome. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come towards the end of our game now, and obviously this is where we really do require a lot of answers. Now, when it comes down to the credits, at the very, very end, I'm going to try and do my best to overanalyze this as much as I can, but hopefully, guys, some of your answers will be answered by the end of this game. Now, I fully can't exactly remember exactly how this ends, but I can remember pretty much all of it.
We surrender, sir. Dubai is yours.
Where is Conrad?
Where he's always been. Upstairs, waiting for you.
So as you can tell, this is all that's left of the 33rd. So there's, what, like 9 people here altogether. That's all that's left. Now, what I'd be asking is, where the fuck were you guys when your friends were getting killed, eh? Eh? Hey, you cheeky mustache devil. Oh, I thought it's phased now then. Is there any intel around here? I suppose it's not. Anyway, sorry, I kind of slipped past these guys. Sorry, chaps, kind of a bit distracted there. Let me continue on. You're all good posture. Solid breathing motion as well. That's actually quite good. I'm quite surprised. Nice. I'm actually very impressed the shark is still alive. That's probably even more better. There we are. So will Walker get the answers he deserves?
You've done what the storm could not. Destroyed the damn 33rd. Do you feel like a hero yet? Please, come in.
And here we go. So what do you guys think is going to happen here?
I want to ask you a question. What did you think when you arrived in Dubai? When you'd seen what I had done? Did you think it the work of a madman?
Yeah. I thought you'd lost your goddamn mind. Or I hope that's what happened.
Oh yes, that would have made things easier. But I wasn't that lucky.
You sure about that?
I assure you, I'm as sane as you are, Captain.
Sorry, I just noticed how funny that part actually is. I didn't really pay attention to exactly what that said then. Anyway, intelligence. I just noticed that here. We're very close to getting all the intel items, I have to admit. Anyway, so, yeah, sorry, I just found that line quite funny, like, I'm as sane as you are, kid. Sorry, yes, you'll see why that's kind of, like, ironic in a second, but I'm trying not to really spoil too much. I guess, in a sense, you guys already kind of know that, Captain Walker isn't exactly all there anyway at the moment, anyway, so, yeah, obviously with the whole, Lugo thing, and here we are, Colonel Conrad. Hey, buddy.
No matter how hard I tried, I never could escape the reality of what happened here. That was my downfall. There, finished. I hope you like it.
What the hell is going on?
Your eyes are opening for the first time. It hurts, doesn't it? Go on. What do you think?
You did this.
No, you did. Your orders killed 47 innocent people. Someone has to pay for your crimes, Walker. Who's it gonna be?
John? Is that you?
You tell
Boogie boogie.
I'm done playing games, John.
I assure you, this is no game. It seems that reports of my survival have been greatly exaggerated.
This isn't possible.
Oh, I assure you, it is.
How?
Not how. Why? You were never meant to come here.
We have our orders. Leave the city, radio command from outside the storm wall. They send in the cavalry, we go home.
What happened here was out of my control.
Was it? None of this would have happened if you'd just stopped. But on you marched. And for what?
We tried to save you.
You're no savior. Your talents lie elsewhere.
This is your fault, goddammit!
Stop right there, Lugo.
He wouldn't listen!
We didn't have a choice!
He turned us into fucking killers!
This isn't my fault.
It takes a strong man to deny what's right in front of him. And if the truth is undeniable, you create your own.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. He just stopped moving.
Walker, snap out of it.
I get it. We have to choose.
The truth, Walker, is that you're here because you wanted to feel like something you're not. A hero.
Hugo!
You left me to die.
I'm here because you can't accept what you've done. It broke you.
Colonel? Colonel, please.
What's going on, Walker?
It's Conrad. He did it. All of it.
You needed someone to blame, so you cast it on me. A dead man. I know the truth is hard to hear, Walker, but it's time. You're all that's left, and we can't live this lie forever. I'm going to count to 5, then I'm pulling the trigger.
You're not real. This is all in my head.
Are you sure? Maybe it's in mine. 1.
No. Everything. All this. It was your fault.
If that's what you believe, then shoot me. 2.
I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
No one ever does, Wolverine. 3.
See now, guys and gals, I'm actually going to have a quick pause here just to explain, because I'm probably not going to have enough time, because he's obviously going to go free, whatever, and then shoot me. But I'm actually going to choose to shoot Conrad here. Now, arguably the correct thing would be to, like, I have to suffer my consequences because I've done so much bad things, blah, 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 I shoot myself. Obviously, I kind of want to extend my gameplay a little bit, because if you kill Conrad here, there's actually a little bit extra to do. And we're going to just kind of accept that. So, yeah, we'll do that. So I'm just allowing for, you know, more to happen, if that makes sense. Anyway, so, yeah. Sorry, just sort of allowing you guys to hear that. Anyway, resume.
It takes a strong man to deny what's in front of him.
Stronger than you were.
Whatever you say, Walker. No matter what happens next, don't be too hard on yourself. Even now, for all you've done, you can still go home. Lucky you.
What now, sir?
Huh?
The men are asking. What do we do now?
We complete our mission.
And what mission would that be, sir?
Just get me a gun. Damn. Radio? This is Captain Martin Walker. Requesting immediate evacuation of Dubai. Survivors. One too many.
Oh, okay. Sorry, okay, so there is another part in a second, it's actually after the credits. Okay, so we're actually going to overanalyze this now before doing the credit part, because credit part's actually kind of cool as well. Anyway, so guys and gals, obviously one of the main points we need to kind of take in here is the fact that obviously none of this was actually done by Colonel Conrad. Colonel Conrad actually wasn't the main villain in the end at all, it was actually ourselves. Obviously, after the whole thing that happened with the phosphorus or the stuff like that, we kind of needed someone to blame, thus Colonel Walker kind of blamed Conrad. He knew Conrad would be, well, he thought Conrad would still be there, thus he blamed him. Obviously with the little radio, which obviously wasn't actually working, and so he thus like kind of, it was like his own imagination that kind of made that in a sense. It wasn't the fact that Walker intended to blame someone, he like subconsciously accidentally blamed someone, and he did it so well that he actually kind of believed himself. I'm actually going to turn this down a bit, sorry. There we are. But yeah, so like, You've got to kind of like see that it wasn't actually in a sense of Walker's fault. It kind of was as well, but it really wasn't at the same time too, if that makes sense. So it's like you kind of got to like accept that it wasn't exactly like him knowingly like trying to blame Thingamajig. Obviously, other things to kind of take into the fact is obviously some of the parts that don't really massively make sense. Obviously, you see at the point of where we had the choice between them two people to shoot when they were hung up on the thing. Obviously, there's other snipers there as well. Obviously, if Conrad didn't exist, and then 4 snipers were there, and then 2 skeletons were there, and also we shot the skeleton, and thus the snipers went away, if you don't shoot the skeletons, you shoot the snipers still shoot you, and then Lugo and Adam still help you shoot the snipers. Therefore, it doesn't fully make sense on exactly how like that actually works. So it makes sense. It doesn't really make sense exactly how things are like that. If you guys get what I mean, like it doesn't really. How can I put this? Like on either kind of variation, like it doesn't really like it's not coinciding that well. Because obviously, why would the snipers go away if Conrad didn't exist? And like, why would they simply just flee? I mean, arguably, I guess they could have been afraid of Walker, but that's something you kind of have to accept. Also, at the end there, it doesn't really ever explain exactly whether there was any members of 33rd left, whether they were just all killed by babies born during the project. That's quite cool. Wow, bloody hell, that's a lot of babies born during the project. There's a lot of babies born. But yeah, so like, hopefully you guys do get what I mean by all this, and like, hopefully you guys get exactly like why all of it was so like, it's like it's a very powerful end in the end. But obviously the end I chose wasn't exactly to kind of punish myself, but instead to punish like the bad side which I made up and kind of face that I've done something wrong, rather than kill myself, which is sort of just like, okay, I want to end this in a sense. So it's kind of like what happened there, by the way. I didn't really show it too much, but you had the choice to either shoot yourself, shoot Conrad, or allow Conrad to shoot you. There were kind of the 3 different variations you could have done, and yeah, it's sort of like the main kind of thing. You should remember that. But yes, that's really about it, like, as in, like, analysing it. That's really, like, all you really need to know. But there are some other points, obviously, which I've kind of forgotten, I think, which don't really massively make sense, and obviously, like, with the whole Conrad was an imagination point. But still, in the end, the only real person that was actually kind of bad, like, the actual kind of villain, was probably the radio guy, who probably pushed the 33rd to kind of be very angry towards the Delta Squad, obviously saying that they were doing something bad. But, it kind of like wasn't, in a sense, like although obviously like what's it called? Walker's orders did obviously do the bad thing towards the people using the phosphorus. Well, we used phosphorus badly on some civilians. With obviously that woman covering the kid's eyes and all that deep kind of imagery and all that stuff. What's it called? With all that stuff kind of happening, I'm trying to think what I was on about. Yeah, with all that stuff going on, it wasn't like until that point that Walker really lost his mind. Like before then, he started to kind of go a bit cuckoo, but it wasn't like massively bad. It was kind of like more him just going a bit more angry towards stuff. But it was sort of like the choices and stuff like that kind of like led him to become the person he was. So yeah, just sort of like thought I'd share that with you guys. But anyway, also an interesting thing on this is the person that played Colonel John Conrad, Bruce Boxleitner. He's actually someone who, if you guys have watched Chuck before, the series Chuck, he actually plays Captain Awesome's dad. So, not Captain Awesome, sorry. Well, what's his name? Something Woodcomb. Anyway, so basically he's dad of Captain Awesome in Chuck. So yeah, so just thought I'd share that with you guys. But yeah, there isn't too much else. I'm kind of like that's all like all I really wanted to say about that. But what's it called? Brian Bloom, fucking Brian Bloom, bitches. He is like a boss of a voice actor. He's in so much stuff. It's insane. But yeah, like there really isn't like too much else I really wanted to sort of like share. I guess sort of like about the main kind of thing. Did they actually use a motion capture for this? That's quite cool. Because the animation, this is really, really good, though, I have to admit. Like, for a game which really didn't have too much towards it, like, the lip sync is really well done. Obviously, the graphics themselves aren't great, but the animation, the movement and stuff like that is really kind of well done. So I really do enjoy it for that. But yeah, so that is really about it, guys and gals. I don't think there really is too much else. I'm trying to think, so there's sort of like some... What's that? Because I think there's some other stuff I wanted to mention, but I think that's really about it. But obviously, we're going to wait until the final scene comes up anyway. I've managed to talk through most of the credits so far anyway. As we've got to 2K China, I can imagine we must be pretty far through it. So yeah, so honestly, I hope you guys have enjoyed this game. It's been an absolute blast to play against. I love this game to bits. And just gotta double check my phone quickly what the time is. Time's now 1:30. What an absolute boss. Oh my god. Okay, that's weird. So a friend of mine just randomly offered me to buy some games off him. Yeah, sorry, randomly replying to a message there. Alrighty then. Okay. Sorry, I was having a little gander through the phone quickly, but yes, there really wasn't too much else I kind of want to mention from the game. There probably is something I mentioned earlier on, which at one point I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, of course, I probably should have mentioned that. Why have I got a message? However bizarre. Sorry, I was sort of having a little gander through that. Cool. Sorry, I have a little gander through my phone there. But yeah, so there really wasn't too much else I really want to mention, I guess. I And no, I think that's really about it. Sorry, I'm sort of like having a ponder. I don't believe there is much. Oh, no, there isn't. No. I actually got this game as a Christmas present actually at one point. That was actually probably last Christmas. Was it last Christmas? Last Christmas, I got Spec Ops The Line. It was a great game. I played it a lot. I think it might have been last Christmas. Could have been the Christmas before, or it was. No, it was Christmas. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was just having a little ponder there. Sorry, I have a little play with the box there. But yeah, there isn't really too much else. I guess we can. Can we skip this at all? We can. Okay, so we'll skip that for now. I'm gonna turn the volume up a bit so we can see the last scene.
Commander, this is Falcon 1. I think we found him. Captain Walker.
He's armed.
It's okay. Hold your fire.
I don't understand. What's he doing? Look at his eyes. Something's not right.
Captain Walker. We are here to help. But first,
Can I move? I can't move. Okay.
lay down your weapon.
Okay, so I'm going to have a quick pause again to kind of explain the two kind of options we kind of have here. Yeah, so if you didn't really notice, he's actually wearing Conrad's jacket now, which obviously could symbolize something as well. But obviously one of the main things we kind of need to notice here is, like, you have two options here. One is to basically hand the weapon over to the guy. The second one is to actually gun everyone down and kill everybody. And this is sort of like where you can kind of decide, have you become the madman you have believed yourself not to be, or can you become the soldier which you were originally, if that makes sense, and go back to originality, and instead of trying to be the hero you've always wanted to be, just become the average soldier you want to be. But I'm actually going to go for the normal option, because doing this part normally, like actually fighting these guys, is insanely difficult, I have to admit. But anyway, we're going to actually accept this. We're going to just do this normal.
Give him a second.
There we are.
It's over.
I'd be kind of more bitter towards everyone being like very like jumpy at him straight away. Boom. It's pretty solid. Got two convoys just come along to pick up one guy. It's pretty solid, that is. Or maybe it was all just a dream. Dun dun dun.
We drove through this whole city to find you. We saw things. You don't mind me asking. What was it like? How'd you survive all this?
Who said I did?
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Spec Ops The Line for you, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, at the very, very last line he said there, like, who said I survived? Obviously, that's quite a big thing. I actually haven't noticed that before as well. God, just on this loading screen. Sorry, the buildings next to the skull. I've never noticed, like, actually paying more attention to that. They're bullets. I thought they were all buildings. God, I'm a dumbass. Anyway, so there we are, ladies and gentlemen. That is around about it. If you guys can't tell, this is also the main screen, and this actually changes as you go through the game. Like at the very, very start, which you guys should have seen, I imagine, because I'm not too sure exactly how I edited at the start. But the flag was waving, it's looking all American and all that stuff. And then later on, which you guys didn't see, I have to admit, there's one point where on this point, where the flag is now, there's a sniper sitting there, and obviously now the flag's fallen, and America, well, Dubai has kind of gone to poo. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, that's really about it. So obviously, as I said before, sorry, with his line at the end there, what's it called, with like, maybe I didn't survive this, obviously it shows that you may just simply, you never were, basically like his original self died in, Dubai. Obviously he didn't really make it out in a sense. So yeah, but yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's really about it. I have been TheLonesomeRavidor. Once again, you guys have been beautiful as per ever. Hopefully you guys have having a wonderful holiday. It's been absolutely wonderful to play this game for you guys, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed every single moment of it, because I have, even though I've shit on a lot during this Let's Play. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you guys have been beautiful. I've been TheLonesomeRavidor. Once again, you guys have been beautiful as per ever. I've said that about 12 times. Have a wonderful Christmas. Say la vie, hasta la vista, and goodbye. Watch out.